team. I mean, for a first-year team, they've won a lot of games. They've had a tough schedule. The games they've lost, they've all been tight losses. And I mean, we talked about it last weekend. I mean, they might be a first-year team, but they have more experience than we do. They got more man games, so played over their 4 years than we do. They're the eighth oldest team in college hockey, so it just tells you a little bit where they're at.
Talk about the pros and cons of buys and
Yeah,
going on to more consistent schedule.
Yeah, again, we're going to be playing for the next 5 weekends, and we do want to get consistency to our game. We want to establish our standard of play. That's probably the best way of putting it right now. And the one thing by having a couple buys 2 of the last 3 weekends, it makes it probably difficult to maybe establish those standards. But I really thought we played well, considering how banged up we were in Michigan Tech. I thought our standard of play was really good in Michigan Tech. Very difficult place on the road. And I thought we played really, really well. And we're more banged up even probably now. But again, that's important that that standard of play, we established that. And I thought we did. And we really need to establish that over the course of, this weekend and going into our last 4 league weekends.
Can you carry over some of that good play even though there was that bye week?
I think so. You have to. And there's a lot of good things that we did well. And hopefully that resonates with the guys.
5 weeks. Go by awfully quick.
Well, it does. I think the whole second half, Schultz, typically goes by awfully quick. It is weird, though, the amount of buys that we've had. It kind of breaks up a little bit of that second half. But that whole second half always, at least for me, every year it goes by very fast. We always say, the season's a marathon, but the second half's a sprint. And I think that's how I look at it. And yeah, this is going to be a sprint right now, Schultz. It'll go relatively quick.
Yeah, don't know too much about them, but I've been following them kind of throughout the year, and they've played a lot of really good teams and had success against some really good teams. So definitely expecting a good, hard-fought battle. And like anyone we play, we're not overlooking anyone or underlooking anyone. It's just we got to go out there and play our game.
Sure. And let's start about how you're doing. Obviously, it's been a while since you've been out there, and how are you holding up?
Good. I'm excited to be back. Obviously, injuries isn't a part of it's part of the game and something you don't want to come across, but unfortunately that happened, and it just I think a lot of good came out of it though too. But definitely excited to be back.
Talk about the play that happened. It looked like he was kind of behind the play when it happened out in Grand Forks.
Yeah, a little weird coming back in the zone, trying to support one of our defensemen for a breakout pass, and just kind of the angle I came up on. Me and Jamrick didn't really see each other, and kind of went knee on knee. And when you have guys flying that fast back and forth at each other, it was bound to something for bad to happen. But
you stayed on the bench for the rest of that game.
Yeah.
Did you know you weren't going to finish it, or were you trying to get back out?
Yeah, I want to say there was about 10 minutes left in the third period, and up 2-1 against North Dakota in their barn. I did not want to leave that. I wanted to be around there, and I kind of figured after a couple of minutes of talking to Eric Manns, our athletic trainer, that I was going to be done for a while, and just kind of wanted to soak up that last little bit, because who knows how long that I would know to be out. So I just wanted to be there for my teammates and hopefully get the win. But unfortunately that didn't happen. But I think it was important that I stay on the ice or on the bench there for a bit.
Wow. And so what was that rehab like?
It was a frustrating long process. I was hoping to be back a little sooner, but things like that happen. Just everyone's bodies are a little different. Responding to injuries are a little different. So rehab's been. It was a long first month or so, and then starting to do more workouts and harder rehab, and then getting back on the ice and slowly getting back at it. So I kind of went by it stage by stage and just tried to check a box every couple weeks and move on.
And is it almost tougher knowing that you see other guys go down too, like Loth, and then Engstrom goes down, and it just kind of feels like it's one after the other?
Yeah, it's definitely a part of the game. I don't know if I've been on a team that's been this prominent throughout the lineup, but it's definitely a part of the game, and it's just something you got to trust your teammates. That's why we have the amount of guys in our team that we have. Guys got to step up, and you got to expect a lot out of everyone on the team.
Does it feel like you guys are going to get maybe a little extra juice? Because it seems like a lot of those guys are going to be coming back around the same time and at the right time of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely not, like I said, a part of the game that you don't want to happen. But I think at this point in the season, when we're starting guys to come back, I think it's huge for our team and the confidence and overall camaraderie of the group. And I think it's going to help us propel here the next 10 games.
And with the schedule that you guys had, you only played 2 league series from February until back to December. And with that schedule, it was almost inevitable that you guys are going to end up having to chase down teams. Talk about the difference in being the one that's being chased and doing the chasing yourself.
Yeah, I think it's a little different. Yeah, like you said, teams are now like catching up as far as games played, and going into Christmas break we had that lead, but like this league, with how tight it is this year, I mean that door closes really quick. So I think our kind of mindset going into the league play this year, we knew it was going to be tight, and we just got to take it weekend by weekend and not get ahead of ourselves. If we're at the top of the pack there or at the bottom of the pack, we just got to stay consistent and treat every game the same and bring it.
And just for you personally, how good is it going to feel to just get on the ice this weekend and get that first shift out of the way?
Yeah, I think starting to get back with the guys last week on the ice in practice, and the energy is just, it's awesome. I love being back there. It's obviously frustrating being out that long, but I know it's going to be awesome. I'm fired up.